Matthew McConaughey voice. The music. Do a little bit of talking. Do a little bit of talking. Not gonna talk too much. You guys don't, you know. All right, so let's talk about the cost of living in Ohio. I don't know where you live, but I reside in Ohio. And of course, there's an increase in Ohio. I just talked about this on my other channel. And we were talking about evictions and how there are a plethora of amounts of evictions. And there are some people who can handle it and some people who can't. Now, in the projects that I live in, or the apartment complex, excuse me, I don't live in a project. I live in an apartment complex of townhouses. There are several evictions going on here. And how I know that there are evictions is because a lot of their stuff is being thrown out. Couches and mirrors and things along that line. This is not somebody who willingly left. These are people who are being thrown out. And also, they're doing remodeling here. And so I know, according to the appliances that these people have, pretty much how long they've been living here. Now, the last person who's got evicted was like not even a week ago. Some of their stuff is still on the corner, actually. So their washer, dryer, refrigerator, the washer, dryer belongs to them, so they didn't take that. They got thrown out in a hurry, and a lot of times these people get thrown out in the middle of the month. So I know it's an eviction. And I'm seeing a lot of people, come and go here. Some of these people are leaving because they got caught up in COVID and the laws of COVID. You can't evict me, until, that's lifted. And what they did was they kept their money, but they did not keep their money in escrow. They just kept their money and said, hey, you can't throw us out right now. Because there was a letter that went around in my apartment complex and said, hey, we recognize it's COVID. A lot of you can't go to work, so on and so forth. But they still wanted you to pay your rent. So I don't know how that went. I continued to pay mine, but I know there was an option of not paying it because you're not working and they couldn't legally throw you out, but you still owed from those months. So basically it's stacked on you. So if they say, okay, the moratorium was from, let's say it was the length of, a year, a calendar year, you got 12 months of rent. That's, let's say $700, whatever 12 times 7 is, that's what you owe. So what is 12 times 7, by the way? 12 times 2 is 1, that's 4. 7, that's 1. No, oh my God. I said, okay, wait a minute. I have to do it like this. 12, 7. Somebody knows it off by heart. I don't care. Okay, 4, 1, 7, 8, 84. So that's a lot of money. $8,000 plus the rent went up. Woo! That's a lot of money. $8,400, $8,500. And then they're like, hey, we know you weren't working, but we know that you got your stimulus check. Even though you only got $2,000 for your stimulus check. Some people got caught up because they don't have $8,400. It's like, how was I supposed to do this when they told me not to go to work? They were like, yeah, but did you get unemployment? Because if you got unemployment was paying you $600 more a week, plus what you were getting for your regular unemployment. So if they told you not to go to work, they owed you unemployment, plus they were paying you $600 more in the unemployment, plus you got your stimulus check, so you did have an income. We want our $8,400 pronto. If you were just like, well, I ain't got it because, you blew it, well, guess what? You got to go. Now, the thing about evictions is there are some laws that are coming down the pipe where you don't have to pay for your eviction. And I don't know. I don't want to practice that. I don't even want to disseminate what that law is because I haven't read it through and through. But there are some laws that are out there, so go check them out if you're one of those people. But nonetheless, the cost of living here where I'm at, of course, has gone up. And there are a lot of people who are, in the words of Elron, leaving our shores. They're also building up this area. So the people who are leaving are getting their old appliances thrown out the door that belongs actually to this company. And then the company is saying, we don't want you. We're getting rid of your refrigerator. We're getting rid of your countertops. We're getting rid of your stoves. We're getting rid of all that, and we're remodeling this place. They're putting a new refrigerator, stove, countertop, dishwasher, the whole nine. And then they're raising that rent up to $1,000, in between $900 to $1,000. A guy asked me the other day, he was like, he pulled in the complex, he kept looking at me as he was driving, an African dude. He's like, yeah, I got questions for you about this place. He was like, there's a 3-bedroom that they offered me for $800. I said, let me tell you something. I pay $800 and I'm in a 2-bedroom. I'm letting you know the price of your rent is going to go up pronto. As soon as that lease is over with. Now, I didn't bother to go and get another lease. I can go and get another lease, probably freeze, where I'm at for another, I don't know. I could probably do another year or so and say, hey, I'm not going anywhere. But I'm not so sure about that because right now I'm month to month, so they just keep raising my rent. But we had another guy who lives where I live, and he said, yeah, they just raised my rent to $800. It's too much. I'm leaving. So there are some decisions to be made, but this is going on all over town. They're doing some reconstructions. They just did some reconstruction. On one end, they raised the price up to $1,000, but they rebuilt the whole buildings. Brand new, nice restaurants, everything is nice there. $1,000 to $1,200. They're doing the same thing to a place that's not far from here. That rent's going to go sky high. And then if you head up north, it's going to go even higher. If you head south of here, the rent goes down. But so does the quality. At any rate, I just want to talk about that for a minute and give you guys something to listen to. And it's your boy Tone 202. Peace.